Now, let's talk about some famous people. Okay. We know that as of now, the wealthiest man on earth is Elon Musk.
Yeah.
Right? No longer Bill Gates.
Yeah.
So I went to search for his birth details. I got this from astroseek.com. Okay. And he was born on the 28th of June 1971 at 7:30 a.m. At Pretoria, South Africa. So we all know that he's not born in US. He was actually born in South Africa. Now, based on these birth details, I constructed this chart. And guess what? He is a Gemini ascendant. Can you see this number 3 here? Number 3 is represented by, Gemini is represented by the number 3. Yeah? So you have a number 3 here. It means that you are a Gemini ascendant. Okay, now, who owns Gemini? Mercury owns Gemini. Okay, so in this case, it's another classic case where the ascendant lord is in the ascendant.
Okay.
Ascendant lord Mercury is in ascendant. Now, this means that this is a very strong ascendant sign. Remember what I said, right? The owner of the house is living in his house.
Yeah.
Very strong. And what is Gemini? Gemini is all about communication, right? Gemini communicate. So can we say that Elon Musk is like the king of communication?
Oh yes,
Yeah,
yes. Oh,
yeah,
he even bought Twitter.
Yeah.
That's
right,
interesting.
Right. Yeah, interesting, huh? Now, then the next thing you see, Sun is also in the ascendant. SU, Sun. Sun is what? In Vedic Astrology, Sun is the leader. He represents ego. He's the king. Now, king in the first house feels very powerful. So for Elon Musk, right, I know that from this chart, he is a leader. He is a king.
Sorry,
He will not-
a bit
yeah.
of confusion. If the sun is in ascendant, does it mean that the sun sign is also
That the sun sign will be Gemini.
the sun sign will be Gemini?
Yeah, correct. Okay.
So
Now,
he's ascendant Gemini and sun Gemini also.
yes.
Ah,
Yes. And moon sign will be Leo. As later on I'll be explaining. Okay. Now sun in ascendant is a powerful position for sun because sun feels very powerful in the first house. Okay. And having sun there, right? This person will not take no for an answer. Okay. Yeah, because a king will never take a no.
true.
I give an order, you just go and do it, right? So you will see that this kind of energy plays out in his whole life. And then you have Moon, like I mentioned, in Leo. Now, who owns Leo? Leo is owned by Sun. So his mind, even his mind, is thinking like a king,
Wow.
thinking like a leader,
Wow.
right? So you can see how strong his ego or his kingship is, you
Wow.
know. And then you have this conjunction means that 2 or more grahas are together in a particular house. So you can see that Saturn and Venus, which is here, is at the 12th house. Okay, it is in the sign of Taurus. Now, what this means is that this person can earn big money overseas. So I would say this: if Elon Musk stayed in South Africa without moving out, he will not be earning so much money because it has the energy of the 12th house. He must travel overseas, he must go overseas in order to earn big money.
Awesome. And he's from South Africa and moved to US, huh?
Yeah. And then the last thing, which I believe is the most important aspect of his birth chart, look at his Mars, which is here. Okay, Mars is in the sign of Capricorn. It is exalted. Mars is exalted in conjunction with Rahu. Now, what I know is, no matter how poor your chart is, right? If your Mars is exalted, you can overcome all sorts of obstacles. Any obstacles come, you can overcome. Why? Because Mars is a soldier, is a warrior. Okay, it's the energy, pure energy. When Mars is exalted, even if it's a sea of fire, you will just swim because you just want to reach your goal. And it's with Rahu. Now, just now I said Rahu is not a real graha or planet, right? Now, Rahu will behave like what the planet is together with him. So Rahu is with Mars, right? So Rahu like amplifies the effect of Mars. Yeah, so during luck cycle of Rahu or Mars, right, you will see that suddenly he will have a lot of money.
Wow.
8th house talks about sudden events, hidden events. He could be hiding something and then suddenly it just, wow, who is Elon Musk? Suddenly he became the wealthiest man. You know, so things like this will happen. Overcome all obstacles, sudden money, and we talk about huge wealth.
He's the richest
Okay.
man in the world.
Yeah, he is. Okay. Then